For each of you, what's the week been like, and what has maybe been the most popular question that has been asked of each of you?
Yeah, I got it. It's been quick for me, honestly. It was a quick turnaround. Just played on Sunday. Flew in on Tuesday, so I got a couple days with my guys back in Sag, and but it's been fun. Like I'm just soaking these couple days in, enjoying what I'm doing, trying to make it fun for myself. And I think the base question with me is, can I defend at the National League? And my answer's been the same. Like I truly believe that I'm going to get to the point where I'm a capable defender, and it might take a little bit for me, but I believe in myself and believe in my ability.
Yeah, for me, it's been a really good experience here so far. They're treating us really well. I think the most popular questions the teams have asked me is this just my playmaking ability. I have a full confidence in my playmaking ability. I think I'm a great playmaker, and yeah.
Chris Peters, Flow Sports. Cayden, I think that a lot's been made about your health and missing some time. How are you feeling now? Kind of where are you at in your recovery, and what have teams been asking you about that?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm working out 5 to 6 times a week, skating 3 4 times a week. Yeah, everything's going well. Healing up pretty quickly. Yeah.
And then Zayne, what are you planning to? Obviously, you just got wrapped up. What are you planning to do tomorrow, if anything?
I'm testing. I'm going to compete,
Okay.
try my best. At the end of the day, I'm not going to have the best results because I haven't started my off-season training. But just trying to show that I'm a competitor. I'm going to try my best in all of these events and see how I do.
For Zayne, there are so many top-end defensemen. There's not much to separate you guys. You had the Memorial Cup. What do you hope you showed NHL scouts just getting those extra viewings, and how do you think you separate from all the other defensemen at the top of this year's draft class?
Yeah, there's a lot of good defensemen, honestly, and for myself, I think I play a different style of hockey from most of them. But all really good, capable defensemen there, and the way I play, I like to drive pace and make plays, and I'm pretty creative in terms of the way I play. So, different style from everyone, and teams know that. I know that, and at the end of the day, it's going to be who they fall in love with the most throughout these next few weeks. And I think I had a good tournament in SAG, and I thought I showed that I'm a complete player. I compete hard, and I want to win. So, ultimately didn't come up short this time. We won the Memorial Cup, and I'm thrilled. I'm still living on that high.
Question for each of you, Cayden. What would you say your toughest opponent was that you've played against? And then same question for you.
Yeah, I think the toughest opponent probably like 16-year-old year, probably Bedard. Obviously, he was always tough to play against. And then just some other power forward guys, the bigger guys like say like Zach Ostapchuk was pretty difficult for me when I was a bit younger, and like Ryan Holford, just some big powerful guys going up against taking draws, kind of like hard in the corners and stuff like that. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I played against Easton Cowan a bunch. I mean, he's one guy that drives pace for that London team, and he's a heck of a player. So, it's always tough competing against him because he's a competitor. He wants to win, but I love that challenge. I love playing him on the multiple occasions I did, and I love seeing him every night. But probably in my rookie year, it was tougher to play against guys like Maggio. Maggio was quick, would fly out of the zone, and find ways to get breakaways on a lot of accounts. So he's a guy you guys got to always take into account where he is on the ice and count numbers.
Question first for Zayne. So you played with a lot of NHL draft picks on Saginaw this year. Did any of them kind of say anything to help you get through these next few weeks?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys could hear me on the mic or not, but I talked to Becker. I called Becker on Tuesday. I asked him what to expect going into this, and then I talked to Jorian, and a lot of the messages the same. They're going to be on your case. They're going to ask you tough questions, and they're looking to see how you respond. So just being the confident kid I am and expressing that.
And then question for Cayden, but Zayne, you're welcome to answer if you feel comfortable as well. I know you've spoken in the past about wanting to be a role model for people of color to enter into hockey. What does this mean for you to be up here on this stage this week?
Yeah, it means a lot. Just showing that anyone could do it, whether you're of color or not, and just showing younger kids of color and without color, even just that if you kind of put in the work and just grind every day, that you can get to wherever you want really in either sports or in life. So yeah.
For me, it's I'm just trying to do as well as I can, and there's kids that look up to me every day. So trying to set a good example and conduct myself in the right way all the time. And for kids out there, like it doesn't matter what race you are, honestly, and the sport's for everyone. And if you're working hard, you can make it to any level you want to.
You guys always want to be your own player, play your own game and whatnot. But is there anybody that you look to try to model yourself after NHL-wise with your style of play or how you attack the game?
I watch a lot of Makar, obviously, and he's someone that I have a ton of videos in my phone of, and someone I'm watching his shifts on the bus after games, and just the way he controls the game from the back end. It's pretty admirable, pretty impressive, and he's a deception king. Honestly, I've said it all week, and I'll continue to say it. That guy will make guys bite and go the other way. So, he's really good at what he does. I'll be honest with you, and he's the best at it in the NHL. So, just trying to pick little things from his game and try and add it to mine.
Yeah, for me, just guys like Arupa Hintz and Nathan McKinnon, just both kind of power skilled forwards. I try and pick up things from their game, just speed and powerful wise, and how they really create space for themselves in the corners and through the neutral zone, building up speed, stuff like that. And yeah.
Sorry, Zane. What do you credit the jump that you made up the rankings to, and just you're a midseason rank, I think 10th, and now look at where you are now. What do you think you might credit that to?
It's a good question, honestly. I'm not too really worried about that. I wasn't worried about that throughout the year, and the first time I really thought about the draft was on Wednesday night. So for the last 2 months, it's been me playing hockey and trying to enjoy what I do, love what I do. I believe in the way I play. I believe it's a translatable style of hockey, and for me, I was just trying to compete every night. And whether that was the second half on or not, I really honed in on my game defensively, really trying to compete in corners, and I wasn't really trying to move up the rankings. I was just trying to show what type of player I was, how competitive I am, and that I want to win at the end of the day.
And for Cayden, just to go back to what Melissa was talking about, and being a person of color, what's it mean to be on the podium? We've done a number of these things over the years, but to have two people of color on the podium at the same time and within, to be considered top 10 prospects here.
Yeah, it's great. I'm sure me and Zane are both really grateful to be in this situation. And yeah, like Zane said before, we're just trying to set a good example for younger kids. Like you said, hockey's for everyone, and yeah, just putting the work in and stuff like that will get you here. Yeah.
For both of you, when you get to these career checkpoints, you kind of reflect on who's helped you get here. What role have your families played in helping you get, to the combine and on the precipice of being drafted into the NHL?
Yeah, my family's played a huge role growing up. All the sacrifices they made for me, just driving me to different practices out of town, or just everything, different expenses, driving 14 hours to different just for a little summer hockey tournament. Just little sacrifices like that, and they've supported me all the way. They've never complained or anything, which is good. And yeah.
Yeah, for me, my family's everything. My two parents are the most supportive people I have in my life, and I got two great older brothers too that have skated with me my whole life and pushed me my whole life. So it's the best support system I have, and being able to fall back on them has been huge for me this year. And they've allowed me to play hockey, just play hockey, not think about anything else. And the amount of sacrifice they've made throughout the year, it's been crazy, and I can never repay them for everything they've done.
Hi, question for Zayne. I was just wondering how much has the Memorial Cup experience been a talking point for you as you were meeting teams this week, and how much of an impression you feel this has left on them?
It's definitely a talking point. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have won the pinnacle of junior hockey. So yeah, it's definitely a question I've got a lot in. I thought I had a good tournament. things end up going well for our team. And we've been talking about how we shut London out and how we held them to one shot for 1.5 periods. So that's a big talking point in a lot of these interviews, and usually the same answers are given.